It's International Week. The Shark Tank. No jumper. Yeah, that's what it is.
I like that.
Yeah. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And today, I'm gonna let her introduce herself, man, because she done been around before. I think I done seen you on Plug Talk. I think you was on there as well.
Kind of recently.
Introduce yourself, sweetie.
My name is Payton Preslee.
Payton Preslee.
Yes.
Any relations to Elvis Presley?
No, it's spelled differently.
No.
Mine is L-E-E at the end.
Yours L. I like how you
Press
L-E-E. Oh, you put the whole time L-E.
People misspell it all the time. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for the viewers, there's ones that obviously know you. For the ones that don't know you, tell them a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Payton Preslee, and I'm from Poland originally. Then I moved to Chicago, and then I moved here because I started doing porn.
You started doing porn?
Yeah, and the rest is history.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28?
Yeah.
When did you start doing porn? When did you move here and start doing porn?
Like 3 years ago, I think.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, so you new to it?
I guess you think 3 years is still kind of new.
Hell yeah.
I guess.
Anything, let me tell you something. Can you really say that you can master anything in 3 years? Anything. Anything that you do.
I guess not even. Well, sexually, with my job, I mean, it's not like I do everything yet. So you know what I'm saying.
So there's always more to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
There's
that
always
easy.
more, but I'm saying there's always more to learn.
Yeah,
obviously.
for sure. Yeah.
You know, so you've been in it for 3 years. It's what you've been on. You know, it's your mixture.
Yeah, doing that, and then before that, I did OnlyFans. So yeah, it's just been like sex work, and
Ooh, what happened?
I did makeup before.
Why the crossover?
From
You
OnlyFans to porn?
Yeah, OnlyFans to porn. Why the crossover?
I really was like a fan of porn.
Yeah.
And I liked following all the girls and stuff. I went to the conventions, and I just I think because I was such a huge fan, like I went to Exotica, I met a porn star, and like that's how all of this began.
That'd be in Florida? Florida?
This was in Chicago.
Chicago,
Exotica,
yeah. Chicago.
I think that's happening right now, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of how it all started. So I always knew names and stuff, and I was like, if I can do this at home, why not do it in front of a camera and get paid for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Because
wasn't
it's different
already
from OnlyFans content, you know?
So you telling me that you wasn't making more money off of OnlyFans?
Well, I'm not super huge. I'm not making as much as more known girls on OnlyFans. So doing both for right now is definitely good for me. I don't think I could just do OnlyFans right now. I would need to establish myself more as a porn star to just live off of OnlyFans, you know?
Yeah.
I think those girls are very huge and famous and they're more established.
I've heard a lot of the shit that be going on OnlyFans and chicks that's making money off of OnlyFans. So they say it be a lot of cap. Not everybody's making bread. And the shit that they say that they're doing and the shit that they say that they're doing, they're not even doing half of that. So when they come get on camera, they just kind of build that facade. They just throw it. That's not really them.
It's almost like a scam, I would say. You're scamming people. A lot of celebrities do that, right? Yeah. They say, "Ooh, I got an OnlyFans." I don't want to name names, but then they'll send out a locked message with a picture. It'll say it's something, and it's them in lingerie.
Oh, so
and you were expecting to see tits,
So you've contributed to OnlyFans before. You've tried to go see some of these celebrities.
Right, but I would never subscribe to a celebrity's OnlyFans. They be making some crazy subscription prices. for not showing anything. You know what I mean?
What's the ticket? Oh, you seem a little ripped off.
Like, I would never, unless it's guaranteed that I'll see something I like.
You seem a little fucking ripped off. Like, damn, well, I tried to invest. I had somebody that I was really interested in. I've watched all their movies, their films, their whatever. And I tried to go buy their shit, and it was $1,000, $1,500.
That's fucking crazy. I don't even think you can do that, but yeah.
You can't even do that?
There's a limit of, like, the price on OnlyFans.
What's the price?
I don't think it can go. Like, I think the max somebody can tip you in, like, one take is, like, $200. You know what I mean? Mm. So, yeah. You can't have a subscription more expensive than, like, I think $50. I think that's the max you can charge per
$50?
month. I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Mine is like $14.99, but I post everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
For $14.99.
But hey, it's also pay-per-view, so
Pay-per-view.
if you want to see, like,
all right, let's be honest, right? There's fights that they'll put on that don't even last 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that go for $174.
Are you serious?
$174. I think I've seen a fight that's been $150. Floyd be throwing fights. No, I've seen a fight go, man, for about $149.
What?
Because it was such a big ordeal. Like, for real, man. Like, I'm being honest with you. So when I hear about pay-per-view, I'm like, shit, it even minimum from $75, $80 per view.
And think about how many people are going to buy it. So multiply.
Not to mention the gate.
Right. So it adds up.
So, like, and these people don't even give half of everything. They come in there, drop a couple beads of sweat, somebody's arm get raised, and they out of there.
Yep. Must be nice.
Somebody's arm get raised, and guess what? You getting raised for 40 million, 50 million.
Yeah,
so that's why I hear
crazy.
pay-per-view. It's like, damn, $14.99. Isn't that like when pay-per-view first started type of?
No,
Think about it.
$15.99 to see everything on my feed, and then there's pay-per-view stuff.
You talking about your customs? Your customs
yeah, or
you be
like
doing?
customs, or just whatever I feel like sending out and charge for it.
What's the most
So
you
if
ever?
it's like a long video, like a plug talk, I pay-per-viewed it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fucking post it for everyone to see.
Did you have fun with that?
Yeah.
Did you have fun? What'd you do?
Everything.
Like?
Did you see it on my Twitter?
No, I didn't. I didn't really. No, I
a
didn't.
little preview.
No, I didn't see the
Well,
preview. Give me a preview right now here at the table.
Well, it was cool because we have a backstory. Like, we've met years ago, and
Who?
I was just a fan.
Who
like,
are you fans of?
I came up to the store on Melrose, hoping to see Lena, because it was my birthday, and obviously Adam was
That's
there.
who you were fans of, was Adam and Lena.
Yeah, but
Okay,
more
continue.
like Lena, because she's the one that was the first, like, big OnlyFans girl, I feel like, you know? So I always liked her, and I came here for my birthday, and me and my friend came to the store, and Adam was, like, live streaming or something, and somehow I ended up smoking a blunt on the show live from between his toes, because I think Riley Reid did that with Lil Pump. And that
Adam was some way you just had to know Adam didn't get you to do shit.
He did.
Your ass
Watch
did it.
the fucking thing.
Don't
Watch
fucking
the
lie.
thing.
No,
It's
but you were with it. Don't fucking lie. You're
No,
not
I
gonna
was
lie
down
in the
for
tank.
it. I was down
We're
to
not
do it.
gonna. You were fucking down. So just say that you were. See, that's where we get the fucking truth mixed up. Is because we start just saying things out of our mouths that's not really true. Oh, well, Adam, he convinced me to do it. No, you was already convinced and was waiting for him to say it.
I honestly didn't even know about the fucking video. And he's like, yeah, that happened and whatever. Like, would you do that? And I'm like, fuck yeah, why not? Just to cross it off my, like, you know, like a
You
list.
didn't even have that on your list. You know you didn't.
No, I just...
It was something just to do.
I just right there
Say
and then wrote it on my list.
Saying you just right then and there wrote that on your list. So
Yeah.
there was this. I'm gonna say it like it is because I'm gonna look at it from being an outside. I'm gonna say it from like an outsider's perspective. So you just smoking between random people's toes.
I just did it that one time.
You just did it that one time. Would you do it again?
I recreated something.
What'd you recreate?
The video of Riley and Lil Pump.
Why do that? Why not do the things that you should be doing? things that are gonna enhance you.
That
Why
is
try to
true.
reenact somebody else's shit? Make it more organic, correct?
I was a baby back then.
How old were you when you did this?
I mean, baby as in like, I wasn't even doing porn yet. This was
So
like
what?
4 years ago. Or 4.5, something like that. Yeah.
Come on.
I was just like a little fangirl out here fucking doing anything to be on this podcast. Like, hey, look at me. You know? I was a fangirl.
You know what kills me? You know what kills me is because every chick, it's like a lot of chicks that the OnlyFans and shit like that, it's like it's no substance. It's like, what can I do to expose myself? How far? I don't give a fuck. Like, tear myself down. This don't even got nothing to do with the game, but it's like, tear myself down. Fuck it. Shame me. I don't give a fuck what happens to me 30 years from now. Misuse me. Mm-hmm. Just to get 5 seconds of fame, sweetie, 5 seconds of clout. That's what it really be about. That's sad. Think about the shit. That's really sad that you, and there's a lot of others that live like that. Hey, you know what's so cold? Because you'll probably sell the same amount of content just going off of your yeses and your nos. But you do all your yeses because you want more followers. Like, yeah, all right, even though I would say no to this shit, I'm going to still say yes because I want more followers. It ain't like you're doing it for a major bag.
I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah,
with what I do for a living, fuck no.
But I know that it's not even really necessarily about the money for you. I know that. It's not. It's not about the money. It's about just having people you want to feel loved. Even if the feeling is just, we know it's fake. It's not real, you know? But you still cling to that.
Like validation. You're talking about like validation.
You still you cling to that. You'll go broke tomorrow to keep that validation. You'll break your life. Yeah, you would.
No,
Yes,
I grew out of that.
You grew out of it?
Yeah.
It's still on your mind.
I'm not like doing dumb shit for clout anymore.
It's still on your mind.
It was a fun memory. Like, look, we're talking about it now. I'm laughing about it. We talked about it on Plug Talk. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
What'd you talk about on Plug Talk? Talk to me.
Honestly, I don't remember that much because I was really like dick and pussy drunk after. Mm-hmm. So
After or before?
No, it was after. First is the interview.
You can always remember what you're doing. So you let me tell you something. You know what I saw on your face? Because I watched that shit, right?
Watched what?
I watched you do that. I watched it. You know what I'm saying? I went back and I replayed it, like just y'all interaction, y'all interview. And I went back and I watched it. And I'm looking and I'm like, you didn't even really give a fuck about the conversation. The conversation wasn't even important to you. The interview wasn't even important to you. You didn't give a fuck if you had to fuck Adam by himself. You didn't give a fuck if you had to fuck Lena by himself. You didn't give a fuck if you had to fuck both of them. You don't give a fuck if you had to fuck twins of them. As long as you got that content, you were happy. It was like just a self gain. It wasn't even really about the money. You didn't even care. You just want to say you did that.
Well, first of all, I don't know what money I'm going to make off of posting that. So I go into it like I'm going into any other
You ain't used it yet for your that's
I
thought that's
already
what
posted it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
already out. But I'm saying like I'm not going into it differently than going into any other OnlyFans shoot with anyone else.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Trying.
But obviously I was like,
trying.
fuck, this is awesome. Like, this is gonna get me a lot of followers
Yeah.
and new traffic because I'm on fucking Plug Talk. This is amazing.
And Plug Talk, I'm gonna be real,
Call it
it's
clout,
dope.
call it whatever you want, but
I'm gonna tell you this though, you gotta already have somewhat of a following yourself to sell that to.
100%.
That's something that I can kind of respect about Plug Talk because, you know, if we look at it from a business perspective, they sell their content. Yeah, their content, it gets sold. Yes, and it's for you to sell as well, but they're not responsible for the followers that you have to buy it. And people try to kind of like bank off that, like, yeah, their shit's gonna sell already, but you gotta kind of already have the following to sell that content
sure.
too.
You have to have some kind of a following to even start doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know? To start an OnlyFans, to start anything like that from scratch.
Yeah. You still do your OnlyFans?
Of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm asking you, like, what's your and be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really ask too many people. But how much have you, like, what's your, like, what's the biggest revenue you've hit in a month off of your OnlyFans?
I'm not gonna tell you exact number.
That's okay.
But
because
between
I get it. I understand.
in a month.
I understand. Yeah, ain't that what y'all do? Y'all do it
Yeah,
monthly.
I
Ain't
mean,
that what
I
you...
always cash out once a week because like my OCD, just like I have to. But sometimes I look at that monthly, like
you
at the.
Because you need that bread.
Like once a week is a thing for me. Because you know
money.
why? For someone that has worked like a 9 to 5, you know how like fucked up it is to have to get paid every 2 fucking weeks and have to wait for that fucking paycheck. So I'm my own boss. I'm getting paid once a week.
Well, I thought if the bag was big enough, you know, you was already touching one from the month before. That motherfucker should already held you off for 4-5 months if you played your cards right.
Yeah. Every month, you don't know what's gonna happen every month though. Like some people don't give a fuck and they'll unsubscribe, like, cause they don't like that you've been posting too much foot stuff. I don't know.
I'm gonna agree with you.
That's why you have to keep posting different shit to keep different people in different fetishes. Blah blah blah. Like you have to be creative. You can't just be fucking people to fuck people.
I might agree with you. I gotta agree with you somewhat when you say it might be a sham. It's a scam. Might be. You know?
Well, when people lie about what they're posting, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do that. That even saturated your game on OnlyFans. That's probably why you left.
I didn't leave.
Yeah. No, you fuck with it, but
What
you
do
went
you mean?
but you went and looked for other
to
endeavors
porn.
elsewhere. Yes, you went and looked for other endeavors elsewhere.
But you know what?
Did.
Well, I had a little bit of a following, so I knew that OnlyFans will pop off without me being like some famous porn star, which is why I did that first. And then I got a good following from being a part of Suicide Girls. I don't know if you
I
know
remember
what that
Suicide
is.
Girls, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
what
had to
kinda
look hella
started.
crazy though, almost anorexic and shit. I remember them.
No, they changed.
Like,
No, it's like every shape,
And
every size now.
Okay, but I remember when it first started though, and no offense to them, no, you know, shout out to them, but I just remember they used to have some real emo looking,
Skinny.
gothic looking, like it was a crazy look to be one of them chicks to even model for them. How'd you land that job?
I don't.
Tell me. Talk to
From
me.
going to their burlesque show
Where was this?
in Chicago.
Chicago?
The girls like go on tour and they dance like burlesque shows.
Yeah.
And I just went there and I met the owners and they were like, obviously I have tattoos and whatever.
Yeah.
So they offered me like a photo shoot or something. And I think every photo shoot I've had for them, it's called You Win Set of the Day, which is when they actually pay you for your pictures.
Oh, so when you go work with them, it don't necessarily mean that you're gonna get paid.
No, you only get paid if your photo set
Yeah.
gets picked as set of the day by
Yeah.
the vote of like people.
Let me ask you something. You think Victoria's Secret models, they just go there and hope to get picked to get paid when they go and model for them, or you think everybody gets paid?
In Victoria's Secret shit?
like everybody, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
People
there's
go and
no way
sit-
everybody gets paid. That industry
Not
is
everybody
fucked
gets
up for sure.
Not everybody gets paid. Not even $1. You're saying like
I'm sure there's some
y'all are
people
in
that
hopes to get paid.
For Suicide Girls, that's what it was.
They at least get a fucking fancy sandwich. They gonna get something.
You even have to pay for the fucking photographer.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So you're investing like hoping that you'll make $500. That's why I don't really fuck with that website anymore. I'm on to bigger and better things. But I will always like appreciate starting off like having a bigger following on Instagram by them posting me and like promoting me.
Did you gain something off them posting?
Yeah, a lot of like a huge. Before my original Instagram got deleted, like my OG Instagram, I think I had almost 500,000 followers. So in a span of like, I think maybe 4 or 5 years, that's like not bad.
I'm asking you this. I like how you talk about, okay, well, you know, you're open to this with the Instagram and shit like that. But I ask you, like, shit, how much you done did off the point? Like, how much you done made off of a set that day? Like, what's the biggest amount you've made off of being on a set for a day? I kind of know the range, but I want to hear you say it.
I think like $2,000.
$2,000. Shit, I was talking about that this morning. I was like, yeah, it'd be about the max. They be having your ass all day, and your content lasts forever.
You're talking about a professional porn set? Or
I thought that's what we were talking about. I mean, I'm not talking
sure.
about going and doing some shit and dropping it on the dark web.
Yes.
I mean, fuck, we're not talking homemade things here. I would hope that you're on a professional set.
Some people pay you to shoot OnlyFans content, but then you don't get to keep the video.
You know, I respect porn stars, but I just want them to know, like, just say that you do it because that's what you like. You're not really in it for the money, because if you're in it for the money, you're not making, you have to hope that shit pops so you can sell your brand.
Yes, but...
So you can sell your brand.
Yes, but to be honest with you, I'm mostly doing it because the money is good, and like I can get exposure and go into other sex worker jobs. Like I can feature dance. Like because I'm in porn, I'm a porn star. I'm thinking about like feature dancing. So instead of like, you know, there's strippers. They work fucking hard. I spent one night at a strip club. I've never been a stripper, okay? I spent one night at a strip club. Like I've seen like a regular strip club night, and those girls are fucking like I don't know. I have respect for those girls, but when you're like a porn star, the club will like pay you like I think it's like few thousands of dollars to just like maybe dance to like 2 songs, sign a bunch of shit for people, take pictures, and get the fuck out.
Okay, well listen to this. You go to feature at the club, right?
I've never done it, by the way. I'm thinking about it.
Stop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you are. You go and feature at the club, okay? They paying you, let's just say, okay, and we're gonna do some math here. It's $3,000.
I've heard it's around that.
Okay.
Base pay,
Okay, a lot of the times you're gonna have to travel for this, correct? If you're making a move, you don't want to do it in the city that you're in because that's already easy. The people that are going to pay you are going to want you to come feature in their city.
100%. And LA is not really...
We're not even talking about LA.
Great for
We're talking about hitting
clubs.
cities.
Yeah.
And you go and feature in these cities, correct? You have to think about from you spending for your airfare, because they're not going to pay for that 9 times out of 10. They're just going to hope that you're on tour. And if you could, they're going to get your ass a fucking basic ass ticket. If they're going to pay you 3-4 things, because you have to have a big following, man. Like somebody that's in now. Me and you both know this is a starving industry. It's a starving industry. So may the best man win.
Yeah.
From the time that you spend from flights, your room, even if you don't eat a lot, okay, cool, fuck the food. Making sure that you got everything you need. Of course, you're gonna want to have some new clothes. You're gonna want to have some new shit when you touch down.
Uber, Lyft.
All that shit.
Yeah. You gotta invest.
When you think about how much you really make from moving like that. So even if because I think about that. Okay, if chicks are doing that, go feature in the club. But you gotta have the following. A lot of chicks don't have the following, so it's hard to even make even that 3,000.
Of course, and I mean, I don't think a club will approach you unless you have a big following to feature dance, you know?
I mean, some chicks have people that reach out for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or they have agents, I guess.
They have people that reach out for them. You know what I'm saying? There's people that professionally do that. They just reach out like, hey, do you want somebody to come feature in your club? Hey, do you want somebody like, I mean, shit, that's like a fucking card flipper that stands on the side of the strip that like, hey, man, girls. I mean, people have that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
But I think if you go on a tour, or how you said it, and you're like, what I've heard is that it's like thousands of dollars guaranteed per night. So if you go on like a week, and I don't know how like it works. Do they do like 2 different the schedules? I don't know how it works, but I'm sure at the end of the whole trip, you'll be making a bunch of money versus what you spent.
Well, it's not a guarantee. No, it's not a guarantee. No, it's not a guarantee.
Especially your first time. I've never done it. So
you gotta hope that. Listen to me. You gotta hope that your fan base is big enough.
Yeah.
To where when you hit that city, you have enough fans in that city that want to come and pack that club for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you come through for that hour. So it does take a following. I do stand behind that. A chick going ahead, and going and featuring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go and feature. Cool. But you have to have a following behind it.
I agree.
You have to already have been moving.
Yeah, because you have to have a fan base to come and see you, literally. Like, your face is promoting that whole club, so...
Yeah, what I hate is a lot of people can watch porn for free these days. So they can watch your videos for free.
Yeah.
Why come to the club? Not a lot of people are going to spend on something they know they can go watch for free. So we gotta. It's gotta be a better way.
That pisses me off.
Be.
There's so many people that comment on my Twitter. Like I'll post something like a little trailer, and somebody will be like, "Where can I go watch this for free?" And someone else, some idiot, will comment and like post a link. I'm like, are you fucking really out here posting X videos, fucking links of my shit?
Whoever's got your shit is leaking that shit.
There's
to
so
other
many
people. But hey, that's why you got to be careful with it, who you deal with.
Unless you have what are those people called that like you hire and they like fish out all the re-uploaded content of yours? DMCA or something?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I do
There's
not.
like a legal whatever group of people that a lot of content creators hire, like OnlyFans girls. You can ask, and they like take down everything that's not on your OnlyFans. You can't like take. I don't know if you can take people to court for that shit, but yeah, there's like team you can hire to take down illegal repost of your content. Because obviously it's so easy if I log on to your OnlyFans, screenshot your video and repost it. So many fake profiles of me like selling my shit. What am I gonna fucking do?
Yeah.
Report all of them? I don't give a fuck. Just whatever.
I just thought, chicks that got into that industry, whatever, like it was for the bread. So I don't think that people who are into porn or anything like that, y'all really into it for the bread because you really don't make that much and your content's out there forever. You know what I'm saying? It's out there forever. Anybody can go and see it. Hell, when you have kids, it's gonna probably get passed to them. You gotta think about it. The world's gonna get more.
I'm already dealing with shit like that.
I bet. So the world's gonna get more virtual as this shit
100%.
goes on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm lucky that my family is cool and they all know and they're fine with it.
Yeah.
But I agree, like having to like tell your kids or like how the future will look, it's like crazy to think about doing what I do. But fuck, there's so many, like I'm dating, I'm dating someone who's been doing porn and they have fucking kids and so I already, like I am around people that have fucking families and do this shit and like they're just like normal fucking people. Like
what you think
we're
about,
normal people at the end of the day.
What you think about when you have kids, right? What you think about, like, they come home, they walk through the door, they slam their backpack down, they're like, well, you tell them, what's wrong, son?
Mommy was a whore.
Somebody said, man, show me a video of you sucking dick.
Oh my God. Dude, I accidentally sent a
He's
dude to
mad,
my mom.
he goes in his room, like, how would you take that? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say when that happens? If that, I mean, obviously it's gonna get abroad. I mean, shit, this is gonna move everywhere. So, I mean,
I'm gonna fucking sit down with my kid and tell them, like, you know?
Yeah, what you gonna tell? What are you gonna explain to them? How you gonna explain it?
I've thought about this, and like, I would explain to my kids that obviously, like, what I did, it's what I did, and I'm not thinking that I'm out here like changing the world or fucking creating world peace with what I'm doing. Okay,
of course not.
I personally think that like no, but listen, there's some girls that are like they breathe, live, piss and shit porn, and it's like everything to them, and like I'm not necessarily like that. Like, you know, I like to stay my normal self. Like, I'm not out here like, oh my God, I'm a porn star, I'm Payton Preslee, like that's my whole personality.
But Payton, I want to know, I don't even like saying that because I swear to God, I don't even like saying that name, bro. But it's okay and it doesn't matter. Like, I want to know, like, how would you explain it to your kids? Like, what would you tell them? Like, yeah, like if they, back to the question, like if you were with your, like if your kids came home, like I said, and you know, little Nikolai, because you said little Nikolai fucking slams.
How old is my kid? That depends how old is my kid.
He's like 8 or 9. You know, kids are going to be, listen to me, kids are getting more advanced 100%. These days.
Listen, I'm telling you,
by that time, I don't know if you're going to have kids. I'm thinking maybe in the next 10 years, hopefully for you.
I would love to.
You okay, you know, in the next 10 years, you know, but
I think about
what
that
would you
stuff.
Tell little Nikolai if he came in and
Nikolai?
he just like he just slammed?
Is it because I'm Polish or are you using that name?
Yeah, I was just trying to like put it to the setting. You told little Nikolai come in and he just he slams his backpack down and you're like, you know, you just made some Polish sausage and sauerkraut. And you come up in there, you tell him, man, what's wrong with you? And he's like, man, Mom, somebody at school just showed me a video of you sucking dick. And I ain't like it. Like, what are you going to tell him? Like, and he storms off to his room and he closes the door.
If they're genuinely pissed off like that, I mean, I think I want to be the parent that will like sit down and be straight up with them. I'm not going to tell my kid, listen, I'm not going to tell my kid that like, oh, and also when you're 18, like go do that if you want. Like, I'm not going to be like encouraging that shit ever, but I'm not going to, like, I'm going to be like, this is what I did. Like, it was just like any other job, and like I think by the time I have kids,
yeah, it's
they're
just
gonna
like any
be
other
like,
job.
I mean, I feel like even now kids are different than like when I was 12, 11. Like they react different now to shit like that, and I'm telling you that from my personal experience. And then I also sent my mom a nude picture on accident, so there's that. So she had to deal with that.
Why would you do that?
It was an accident.
How
I
was
meant
it
to
an
send it
accident?
to someone else.
How would you do
You
that?
can even
know your
tell
mom.
from the picture that it wasn't meant for my fucking mom. It was just a titty picture.
You said you had some work done.
Yeah.
What'd you have done?
Like plastic surgery?
Yeah, what'd you have done?
Just my boobs.
That's it? No, because you said you had some surgeries. I think I was watching one of your podcasts. You said you had some surgeries, didn't you?
Just my boobs. Swear to God.
Yeah.
My butt is just like normal. It's not. You won't look at my butt and be like,
Got
oh,
one of
that's
them-
fake.
Got one,
No.
got one of them Polish long booties.
No, just my boobs, and I've had like Botox.
Got one of them Polish long booties.
I'm
Where
really
at?
tired of my boobs.
Are you tired of them?
I'm fucking like over it. I want them gone.
Why you want them gone?
It's just too much sometimes.
And why'd you do them?
It's good for my job.
It's good for your job.
As soon as I'm done with porn, I'm gonna get them taken out.
You think talking about it like you do so freely on these cameras is good for your job? Because I don't
I'm
know.
saying when I'm done.
Because this shit's gonna last forever. Hey, listen,
Hey.
you're gonna be done one day. That's what's crazy. You hit that right on the fucking head. I'm glad.
I'm not
I was
trying to
waiting.
do this forever.
You're
Hell
not.
no.
Yeah, you're not trying to do this forever. But guess what?
I'm doing it while I'm hot and young.
When you're doing it while you're hot and you're young.
Yeah.
But these be on videos, baby girl. You know what I ever noticed? Look, I'm gonna give you some real game, right? All jokes aside. See, when I came from the game, like the hoes that I knew, they never wanted nobody to ever know, not their family, not nobody. See, those was the real money getters. And they knew what the fuck to do. Mm-hmm. Like all this shit today, like putting it on camera and like, oh, it's all a fucking facade. It's just something to sell. Y'all sell it on camera because that's all y'all got. Do you really have the conversation? Do you really have the characteristics to go and sit in front of somebody and intrigue them? Probably not. It's crazy. It's crazy to sit back. Like, I love sitting back because I've seen one after one after one after one. And it's like, if you took away OnlyFans, all that shit tomorrow, all of it, would you know how to move amongst the people today and go still get the same money?
I think about that all the time, especially because I know I don't want to do this forever. I'm lucky that I live in LA now, so it would be easier for me to do go back to makeup and try to do makeup on some bigger scale out here.
Yeah.
So I'm always kind of thinking of that because I've really never done anything else. I've always done makeup, beauty.
What made
I
you?
love that.
What made you step up over here?
To the sex side? To
Yeah.
the sex side?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Just always being a sexual person. I think I had a bad breakup that turned me into a little hoe. And I
Why
had a
is
phase.
it always like that?
I know.
Like I break up with my boyfriend. Fuck it. 50 dicks the same night.
100%.
Like it's nothing. It's nothing. It's like, damn, did I fuck 8 men last night? Yeah, I did. Girl, tell me I didn't.
Not
I did.
that bad.
Fuck it. Let's go fuck 16 tonight.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy, man. Like that shit's insane to me. What happened to chicks sitting back and really just reevaluating themselves, regrouping and becoming a better them? So that way they can be a better person for a better partner.
I agree. What I said
man.
is definitely more of a
Hey,
distraction.
I love you to death, baby. I'm gonna catch up with you again. I got you, Payton Preslee. Yes. Hey man, the Sharp Tank, no jumper. sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. Hey,
Hell
man,
yeah.
shoot us out this motherfucker, man.